that's more than what I could ask for.
Yep. So what we want to see here is a good, clean match. If we do make it to Game 3, then that's on you, Red Giants. If ONIC wants to sweep and move on to the next round and meet their opponents in the next stage, that's on them too, especially with a Ling in the hands of Kyrie. It's a counter start for each of our junglers. Sekai is here on his purple while Kyrie makes quick work, going for double camps in the first go.
Well, I think for Skies, he knows what his job is going to be. It's about oppression, it's about speed, it's about outpacing your opponent. And I think this is one of the very few matchups where it's not a question of mobility, it's a question of oppression. But the early kill might just fall into the hands of Sans so far. Both Keyboy as well as Pancake trading blows as the Lethal Wanderer will fall into the hands of Yudu Red Giants.
And that's off of the back of Pancake's respect to the early game damage. If you'll recall, in Game 1, there was an early kill, right? In mid by Kyrie, 2 for none. And here Pancake says, you know what, we can't go at that pace. That's unacceptable. If we want to make it to Game 3, we got to face Game 2 first. And we do it this way. We play it safe. Now Gorgeous, at least this hasn't changed, right? Gorgeous is very good. Now here comes Kyrie.
Yep, he immediately falls for it. The Shaw residue is keeping him alive, but eventually first blood will be achieved as Sky's unable to find boots in the process. Now, Blade Tempest is already out. He's already dropped the Turquoise Poissons. He's hoping to get a kill back, and literally any boy, Keyboy, is willing to take it for the team. Quickly uses that sprint. Imagine if he has that Revitalize. Imagine, but with good Purify from Keyboy, keeps him alive this entire fight.
Imagine if Game 1's battle spell wasn't on purpose. What if he just thought the Revitalize was Purify? It worked anyways, right? But regardless, 400 gold ahead, approaching 500 here. First turtle spawned already with a clear priority for ONIC given their first blood drawn, which will result in a small XP gap. And as you can see, a small gold gap between these two teams. Keyboy with the attempted pull, and Pancake finds Sans.
Oh, very nice Purify from Sans, keeping him alive. That could have been a kill, falling into the hands of Yudu Red Giants. He's going to quickly recall and immediately try and get back into the middle of it. Skies now making his way over. He sees Boots. Keyboy wants to get into the middle of this fight regardless. And they actually make the steal happen. Keyboy was expected to fall, but Kyrie is a level up. Who gets the steal? No steal. Sky secures the turtle.
And all this time, ONIC was left wondering, I'm wondering what the call was between them. Somebody said, yeah, no, I'm good. Go, take your purple. And then Kyrie kind of hopped in and out. So that's a small fumble. Now Yudu Red Giants on the map. The first time in this series.
Yep, and now 1-1 so far. CW making sure the Pancake's position is known. Feather Dance Strike already being utilized on that wave. And I was expecting more oppression coming in from Yudu Red Giants. I was expecting more of Skies just running deep into enemy jungle to try to make something happen. But Gojes now getting ganked on the top side once more. It feels like ONIC are taking full advantage of this as Sans finally gets killed down by the bottom side in his own jungle.
How about that for oppression, Gideon? You were looking for it, and they gave it. A quick kill on the Sans in mid, and they're going to convert. Oh, look at all the gold going over to Yudu Red Giants. They're approaching 1,000 ahead in just a snap.
Don't tell me that they're actually trying to supercharge Super Sif this time, right? He clears that bot side, goes into the mid, and actually gets a good amount of gold. Oh, the Terrifier to Keyboy's side. Third into G Kundo. Can they finish it off? No. Keyboy gets the walk away.
I don't want to jinx anything, but yeah, that's definitely what it looks like. This is what they've been doing all throughout group stages. When Super Red would get his hands on the Claude, he would double lane. And he's using the mobility on the Claude to maximum efficiency, taking waves from mid and from bot. Now they catch one!
Yep, they're just going to make sure they get the free kill and now set up for this dive. CW quickly utilizing his ults to clear that wave. He doesn't want to die just yet, but with 16 seconds left on that clock, let's go check up on the EXP laners. I'm curious to see how that's been going.
It's been going better than all series long, to be honest, because Gorgeous has been, I wouldn't say winning, but not dying at least to a 2v1. Not as much as you would think, given ONIC's focus on that lane. They've spent so much time in the past 4.5 minutes trying to bully Gorgeous. And as long as Gorgeous can stay on point and get his priorities straight, they can win the turtle fight.
Yep, and they've already used so many abilities. Kyrie does, he has his Retribution, but wants to trade back in. Boots ends up finding a kill. Sky secures the turtle, but in the meantime, Boots is going to take some massive damage coming in from Gojas. Wait, he's still trying to get into the middle of that fight, knowing that Skies is around. Keyboy is going to be nearby. The final slash into the Petrify. Boots able to dodge the Black Dragon tail, and now this is about mechanics. This is about skill. Boots holding up for his dear life. Gojas finds the kill, but Hilda won't make it in time. No, Keyboy doesn't find it. Doesn't get the trade.
Gojas got groovy moves, and now Keyboy pays the price. What a sequence up top. Yudo Red Giants have done more than just clawed back in the game 2 now. They're calling the shots. They're winning trades, Gideon. I mean, not oppressive as you would have preferred, but hey, they're doing much, much better than game 1.
They're doing way better. I'm surprised, right? Because ONIC, they're putting so much focus on punishing Gojas for being so hot-blooded as an EXP laner.
And hot-blooded is what he needs to be. Again, he's playing a hero that gets right in your face. And we saw signs of what might the mid-game and the late game look like for this Yuzhong. And yeah, late entry and off-kilter angles, Black Dragon forms are what make the most of Yuzhongs, right? So Gorgeous knows what he's doing, and look, they're pressuring him, he's gone.
Yep, he's going to have to use that Black Dragon form to get out of there. What? He manages to find the proxy shot residue. Why didn't he just, he could have just flown outside of the map, but he really thought he could get one more auto attack to sneak in and proc the shot to keep him alive.
All right. That's got to be the aggressive player in him, right? He's like, no, I wanna get out of this my way, and that's by killing y'all.
In the meantime, at least the bottom tier 1 has been unlocked. It's allowing Claw to actually roam around the map. He's going to go to that top side, playing very similarly to a Brody or even a Beatrix. You break that tier 1, rotate instantly.
Yep, and it makes quick work of that rotation. Pancake finds one, Feather Air Strike.
Oh, the Feather Air Strike is even better. It's pretty good. ZaQT as well as Pancake, both low, as Kyrie is going to finish off that backline, and even with the Blazing Duet, it wasn't enough from Super Sif to actually make it work. Kyrie, he might just be able to fall. No! Super Sif doesn't find the auto attacks. His Keyboy continues to pressure the low members of Yudu Red Giants.
And as Kyrie walked away, there was no possibility in Keyboy's mind that he would die, and indeed he did not. And suddenly, in that one sequence, it looks like it's ONIC this time around who's calling the shots. ONIC way ahead this time. It doesn't show in the net worth, but they took that turtle like it was theirs to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of confidence in there, and I have to admit, Boots is playing on fire today.
Yep, Boots here currently has no big ticket items. He's ahead from Gojas by about 300, 400 gold. But yeah, no, he's building what we would like to call a chop suey build. No full items that provide unique. Oh, wait. Guys.
Interception from Skies. Looking real cute, cool here. SYF gonna get on out of there with a BMI. No punish as they trade purples. Kyrie still looking for these opportunities, but yeah, they finally back away. And wow, ONIC, it's like the defense on their own purple buff. When they realize, okay, we don't have the timing, let's go invade theirs. We got the timing on their purple buff.
Yeah, and that's what makes this such a great match to watch. Pancake finds a kick.
Way of the Dragon's already been utilized. Bones finds the final slash to block 2 in towards their ranks. Super Sif looking for CW. He's going to secure that kill with the help of Gojas, but he doesn't want to take his BMI just yet. Waits, takes it, and now Gojas, with the help of ZaQT, might be able to do something. No, all he asked was the final slash in Boots. You don't steal my all, I'm going to take you out. Super Sif and as well as Sky is going to be pulled back into the the fight. His final slash collapses. Kyrie finds the kill onto ZaQT, and Super Sif, he's out of there. Doesn't want any part of this no more.
2 for 1, an eventual trade. That was such a long sequence. I didn't expect for it to go that long. We started with a final slash. We ended close to it to a final slash. And with that, ONIC are now in the lead. They got a solid, I'd say, 1,000 gold ahead here. 9 minutes in. And this is what you were saying, Gideon. They always know the next step. Even when they lose an engagement, even when there's no dice, fat chance we'll get anything out of this. Let's move on. And it's this very fast-paced tempo. It's this great decision-making process that seems to span all 5 members of hell. Even Coach Yeb might know. Coach Adi might know in the back. Yep, definitely going to do that. There it is.
I mean, they're making calls on each other, which is beautiful to see. It shows the preparation, but 9 minutes into the game, 6-6 kills, and the gold lead, there's barely any, right? It's so small. The overall gold as well kind of tells you the tempo of this match.
Yep, this has been a ping-ponging value. It's been rallying back and forth over the past 4 or 5 minutes. But if there is a true gap, if there is a big difference that they're making here, it's in their synchronicity, their communications. Down goes the Lord!
Oh, down goes the Lord, and Boots in the middle of the backline ends up dying regardless. SYF is still alive, and Sky secures that Lord. Blade of Tempest already out, and they are done and out. Woof! Boots, he's playing hot, but he can't deal with all 5.
Yep, when it comes down to it, when it all goes to the collapse, it's still all about you do Red Giants. They take not just the Lord, they take a mid lane tier 1 and Boots along the way. Yeah, ONIC have been threading the needle. They've been living on the edge, as we could be talking about how it's a comeback for them. But no, you do Red Giants still asserting dominance. They have a very small lead, mind you, but the map expected to go turn red in the next minute or so.
Yeah, and in terms of EXP, not too far away as well. Once again, trying to look for that punish on towards Boots' side that the Toys Boy saw, making sure that Vengeance isn't really going to get that much of a heal, but this Lord, oh man, look at the mid lane. It's getting cut right in half straight away. They're not going to have Lord Power minions in the mid side, and even the second wave is about to start collapsing too.
Oh wow, Kyrie stole the orange buff there away from Sekai's, and yeah, it's not going to turn as red because there is a mobile answer from ONIC as well. Kyrie can just start cutting waves, and if only this wasn't a Ling, if this wasn't a Fanny, ONIC would be in so much more trouble.
Yep, final slash to break the conceal. Pancake still looking for opportunities. No more G Kundo for him. He's got to get out of there as Kyrie had to use the Blade of Tempest to get back out, but Zach QT finds it with a Shadow Strike, takes him out.
Okay.
Oh, Super Sim, he might get the kill. He gets it! He gets the kill! This is such an important one for Sans. Their high ground defense! What? I wasn't expecting, of all people, why Super Sim? Looks like Super Red has been rubbing off on him.
He just shook off the rust, man. He's been waiting to play, and now Boots is in trouble!
He gets ping pong knocked up into pushback, and Keyboard wants to kill back, but ends up just throwing his body at the wall.
Just like that, it's just CW left on the map. You do Red Giants taking everything away from ONIC. And Super Sim fails to take the orange there. All right, so something tells me he was high off of the last sequence. Like, I can't believe I did that. Anyways, we're good. We're good. This is great. This is great. Super Sif making a debut, putting ONIC up against the ropes this time around. Looking at the items, that explains why Zach Cutie just knocked out members of ONIC so quickly, man. He's got a Lightning Truncheon, a Divine Glaive, and he can go many different directions with the current items he has now. 700 gold up from Sans.
Yeah, well, actually, now that I notice it, not a majority of people don't actually have MR. No magic resist to protect themselves against it, right? The only person who actually has MR is going to be the Athena Shield coming in for Boots.
Yep, and Sekai has an Athena Shield himself.
Oh.
So they're the only ones who can really sit around in front of the opposing lineup. Lord here, pulled in, slightly favored to Red Giants, down to a fifth of its health.
Yep, final slash is already going to put Zach QT out of position, but not into the position that he wants to for the Fatal Links. Oh no, Super Step, he's in trouble, BMSI just out of there, but into Kyrie, who's looking for the kill. His Boots still chasing him down. The Lord is secured by Red Giants, but Boots will fall. Gojess and Pancakes continue to peel, and Kyrie, running out of energy, needs to regenerate himself. Gojess still in the middle of that fight, hands the kill over on a silver platter. 3-4-1 in favor of ONIC.
Red Giants kept their focus on the Lord, and you could see how quickly ONIC made that call, how quickly they changed targets, and we all know the concept of the turn, right? They turned not just on their opponents, but even on the wave. That's what made that tier 2 push up top possible. Sans here, helping win with the fight, popping Sekai's immortality.
Can they peel him off? No, CW secures it with Renner's apathy with a good kick towards Zach QT. They secure at least a trade onto Kyrie.
Kyrie falls, and so does the Lord in mid. Red Giants didn't make the most of that major win. A Luminous Lord didn't even get to crash on anything big, but just the same, the past couple of minutes have been ONIC's bounce back. This is ONIC coming back into this 14-minute, 30-second game. Look at the damage leaderboard. Kyrie on top with Your boy Super Sif, man. Super Sif is making a believer out of me.
Yeah, I mean, he is building up fast, and Pancake looking for opportunities. Sees Keyboy, and Boots is like, nah, don't really want to go for it. Let's back out of this. Way of the Dragon, Feathered Airstrike coming out. Wait, no, Boots pulls it back. Pancake getting punished for his sins.
They flattened my boy Archie. Oh, well, he has been finding amazing kicks, that's for sure. But right now, you can't afford to lose your life. More so in about 5 minutes from now when we hit TikTok timers. ONIC has a small gold lead here, 1,000. But Gideon, I think you'll agree with me. In this game too, the gold lead meant very little to nothing.
Yeah, it meant very little to nothing. And more importantly so, I think, especially for ONIC, this is their time where they can actually press advantages and really start to develop their leads, right? Or not even their leads, but at least play the game how they want to. They've got the core items to do so.
Yep, and their lineup gets punished less, especially when you're talking about Kyrie and Keyboy. Oh wait, another fight broke out!
Yep, Keyboy getting on top of ZachQT4 now, but this allows space for Kyrie to get a purple buff for himself, stealing it away from Skies. Now they can't really do too much about it as they're forced all the way back into their base. All outer turrets are gone.
Yep, from both teams. So now we can definitely say it's deadlock. And so far, this is just how the coins fell. This is how the tables are laid out. The cards on the table have fallen. ONIC is calling the shots. ONIC is the one choking You Red Giants out from the resources. And YRG can't cross the river right now. This is what I was going to say. It's so hard to punish ONIC given that their two main independent, I'd say, patrol heroes in Kyrie's Ling and Keyboy's Hilda are so hard to catch. You have to commit so much to get these two guys down, and they're the ones who's making a difference on the map. They're the reasons why it's so blue.
Yeah, and more importantly, fact is, it's hard to catch Kyrie. He is a slippery boy, right? He is just pushing sideways, getting back into the neutrals, and then rinsing and repeating all over again. But Keyboy and Pancake, this is a completely separate battle, a battle of vision and information.
That's right. And it's very different, the consequences if Pancake falls and if Keyboy falls. And aren't they both the perfect folly to the ones that they're trying to catch? Pancake for Kyrie, Keyboy for Sekais, right? If you're able to, as the Hilda, pin down Sekais and say, no, he's over here. There's so much that you're saving from ONIC.
Wait. That bottom wave is actually building up really fast. This fight might actually break out rather sooner than later. ZachQT is in some trouble as the Feathered Airstrike has already started to chunk him down. It's getting a little low. Kyrie wants to get in the middle of this. Finally, the Black Dragon form is going to zone out the rest of them. Do they back away? The Petrify is good onto CW, but it means that the Immortality will break. Boots ends up falling. Keyboy should be next. His Gorgeous has bought enough time. Where are they going to keep on going with this?
XP lane for XP lane. And luckily for ONIC, bad news for You Giants, the bottom lane didn't do much. Oh wait,
the blazing duet of a lifetime! And Super Sif ends up dying, and CW gets traded for Pancake, a 3-for-2 trade in favor of You Red Giants.
Huge developments. I could swear I hear all of Selangor roaring from all the way here in Jakarta. You Red Giants win that engage. And another look once more. Super Sif is on something else right now, man.
He really is. Wow. How did that? The timing of that could not be any more perfect, but let's jump back in because Kyrie is trying to slow down this Lord take. Sanzi's got the damage for it, but Kyrie's already chunked out Feathered Airstrike, forcing ZachQT to flicker out. He's got no mana, but he's already got the Retribution off guard. He's running, but Gojes is here to save the day, to slow them down. The take is good, and now this is the end game.
ONIC has taken no Lord so far, and every single time You Red Giants had a clean stake, a clean go at it. And you could chalk it up to what? Sekai's amazing retributions, or to the fact that they are so in sync, they all understand that if they're gonna turn Devil May Cry, I don't care, we need this Lord, and so far that's what's kept him in this game. Looking at the item builds, look at how far ahead ZachQT is of Sans. This is not a Sans game. No. This is not the usual way Sans plays.
It really isn't, but more so because he doesn't have that mobility, right? But here it comes. as they try to make into towards the final inhibitors. Feathered Airstrike is already out. They're looking for opportunities to get back in. The Super Sif is getting some good shots. Feathered Airstrike to zone the rest of them out. It's good. Go-Just is low, but Pancake's trying to make it out. So SYF quickly using the Winds of Nature to keep himself alive. But Keyboy, he wants to get some kills. He wants anything. A good kick. But no, this forces Go-Just over the wall. The Black Dragon Tail and the Shao Residue keeps him alive. Surprisingly enough, this is working out. Black Dragon form as well. Oh my god. How did nobody die there?
Oh yeah, how about that push by Kyrie down bottom? Did you see that coming?
Yeah.
What? This whole time, Lord was being dealt with inside Onyx base, and Kyrie was over in the bottom lane, bringing his own backup, taking that push. So yeah, eventually it still came down to a stalemate.
It feels like they're playing the exact same comp. They're doing the exact same moves each and every time.
They always have the next step to one-up the opponent, but the opponent understands and responds just the same. So I'm loving it. Yudu Red Giants, despite the absence of Super Red, is playing out of their minds and is presenting a problem towards ONIC.
Exactly.
This is ONIC Prime, mind you.
This is ONIC Prime. This is like I can't even put into words here, especially with Yudu Red Giants, right? The literal underdogs. They didn't even expect to be here this far into the tournament.
You gotta give kudos and credit to every single member of the team. The fact that Super Sif was ready to come in today, and that he's this prepared, that he's stepping up toe-to-toe against CW, a multi-time MPL champion right now, in his home court.
Yeah, with the drums, with the crowd, and I'm talking about an Indonesian crowd. If you ask any pro player, an Indonesian crowd on home soil is a different beast.
It hits diff, but just the same, that might be what's fueling this young man. He's built Sif right now. 3-2-6. That doesn't tell you the whole story, fam. If you've seen the highlights, if you've seen the instant replays of what's brought us past the 20-minute mark between Yudu Red Giants and ONIC, you wouldn't believe it. Here comes the Lord. It's spawned. It's an evolved Lord. And the map couldn't be even more deadlocked. Couldn't even be more equally managed if we wanted to see. And so far, these two have been playing footsies for the past 2 minutes. We've been talking, and they've been doing the same thing.
They don't know that Sans is in that pixel brush. They have no clue. They know Keyboy, they see Boots, they know CW roughly, but that's about it. I love the idea that at least with Yudu Red Giants, they're just freezing up their own purple buff. They're like, okay, Kyrie, we'll fight you in your own jungle, but that's about it. If you want to come into ours, you're not going to find any profits.
Yep, the call was made. I saw Super Sif there, almost took it, but then they said like, no, let's make like Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone. This is our house. We trap them in. If Kyrie comes in, then we punish. And Kyrie has been making the most of those odd angles. He has been coming in from far left, far right, and so far it's been working out. And this is the change that both of these teams need. Look at Super Sif. Oh, Keyboy.
Whoa, I mean, that's a lot. Super Sif has a lot of damage in build. Keyboy needs to respect that. He has immortality and will be able to regen it back up, but the information given is so valuable.
Yep. Check it out. All heroes, all players have their ults and their battle spells. So this is going to be as big a fight as it gets. Huge wave already inside Yudu Red Giants base, so Zach Cutie has to answer. This may be the best chance for ONIC to actually win, maybe get a 4v5 engagement, but nah. They're respecting the fact that Yudu can also rotate pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, it's annoying. It's so frustrating for both sides. Nobody is giving any leeway, and eventually someone's going to have to break.
Yep. EVOS Legends versus ONIC, war flashbacks from the groups. This is a very similar situation.
It is a very similar situation.
We're short maybe 14 minutes, but we're getting there.
We're almost there in a matter of fact. Final slash already being used. We do see Kyrie, he at least has his purple buff, so he is kind of ready for this situation. ZachQT will clear the mid lane, but now we find the kick on towards Keyboy's side, but no, that's not going to result into anything. This might give the signal for ONIC to turn, but that's when Yudu Red Giants, they just reset the Lord and do it all over again.
That's right. Just as much of a bait as it is for Yudu Red Giants to say, hey, look, we used ults ONIC is reading into this situation. Maybe that's exactly what Red Giants want him to do, and they do the exact opposite. Gideon, no turn. We'll continue managing the map, and then we'll see who gets bored first. it's a usual stalemate situation that we see in the Philippines, right? I think the Philippines is the progenitor of these slow-paced team fights, and right now it looks like they made the call.
Yep, it's going to be a 2v3 up on the top side from the north with Lord, but Super Civ, he's got more than enough damage. Wait, no, he's getting a little low. Feather Airstrike is going to break his immortality. Go just cancels it out, but immediately the Rose Core Meteor is going to keep him alive as Kyrie finishes him off in the backline. An opening created by ONIC.
And just like that, a key player from Red Giants is absent, and now ONIC can continue and pursue all of their prior set goals. Lord, check. Purple buff. Sans, you take it. The rest of the waves are blue. They're on our side. The next few minutes now going to be very crucial for Red Giants. 40 seconds until Super Civ comes back.
Yep, and despite all of that, look at how careful ONIC is. They don't want to steal to be even remotely possible. Telling CW, yo, slow this down. Let's open the map a little bit more. Get the info, nobody there? All right, let's finish it up. Let's time it right.
Yep. So they also timed it towards in-game time because Lord's going to be coming out at 25:15. So they want the waves to be exactly where they want them to be. They want that death timer on Super Civ to be super clutch. And they want to have all the waves crash in at the same time. Top, mid, and bottom. Look at this immaculate freeze from both teams. They both understand the orchestra that is the Land of Dawn.
Super Civ, he's now back. This could be the potential final fight here. 5 minutes into the game, this Lord isn't one tough cookie to crack as Skies gets pulled out. Doesn't really matter. So tanky, he's going to get that reset off as the top inhibitor will eventually fall to CW. Mid inhibitor also down. Lord coming down from the bottom side. Red Giants, they're willing to sacrifice, take everything. As long as this crystal holds, we have a chance.
And that's all they've got going. It's a bare base, and the members of ONIC marching in. Final slash used up. Flicker from Boots.
Yep, Gojes goes into the Black Dragon form. See Sans and Kyrie's side. They need to cut this down faster, quicker, but no, the second wave is coming in. They keep on doing the Feather Airstrike onto attack user side. Winds of Nature is out, and that is going to be GG for ONIC. A slow-paced Cold War, but they are more experienced.
It hit critical mass, the amount of minions, damage, and bodies underneath their base. A valiant effort